All right. We're live. Welcome. Just a quick setup. Can they not be any louder up there? All right. I think the game froze, so I got to restart this.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
now we can actually look for the right teams. I think we gotta go Colt. Actually, this would make a better program. For Colgate, you can look up. However, you can't really get that specific color on the penis. Actually, I gotta make sure my save file is loaded. Did I lose that file? Well, I spent a whole afternoon editing the roster so they're more accurate to the. Oh. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Harvard's the home team. Colgate Raiders. Think the world crazy. Sorry for all the setup. I expect this to take this long, but we can start now. now we're ready. We got another. All right, we're ready to go. Bit shooken by yesterday's slate of games. Yesterday we had 2 overtime games. One went to double overtime, another went to 5 overtime.
Neutral side action, and we're just about ready for kickoff.
We're here with the Garden State Bowl.
That excites.
I don't know why it's night. Probably because it set the system clock, and I think the system clock is all messed
The
up.
Bulldogs, Mississippi State tees up the ball.
But we're underway. Colgate will kick it off. Harvard will receive it first in the end zone, and I'll take a knee.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game.
We got today's slate. We have this game here, the Garden State Bowl.
Swings it out left to the
After that, we have the First Responder Bowl at Lucas Oil. Auburn will play West Virginia. Miami Beach Bowl. Boston College takes on the Dave Show Shredders. And the last game of the day, which will be one I'll be doing later tonight, actually.
You have to be very careful as you're feeling pressure to throw the ball just to throw
it's
the
the
ball.
Continental
If
Tire
you feel
Bowl.
like you're not going to be able to make a play,
Western
defense
Kentucky
got you,
against
just give up on that
Virginia.
play and get ready for the next down.
Holds it in and stopped in his tracks with that tackle. They couldn't get anything to
Here,
work.
here comes 4th and 5 for
Very nicely done here by
Harvard.
the defense.
They'll
They did a good
kick
job
it
of
off.
keeping them in check on their side of the field.
Punts away. And Colgate will get it to about the 30. No, he's still going to the 40. He'll be right down to the 43.
It's the 42. The Bulldogs and their ground game's always been sensational. It's not always one guy, Herbie. Sometimes they've got 2 or 3.
Now,
that
Colgate
can
is an
And that's what makes it
independent.
so tough for this defense is you're not focusing in on just one guy. You're focusing in on really an entire
And
scheme.
of course, Harvard
And
coming out
because
with
of
the
that
Ivy.
diversity, I think it makes it more of a challenge. And you got to be better tacklers.
Here comes
on
a
the
throw.
field.
It's
and I think
going to
that's
be out of
really what they
bounds.
stressed all week is tackling and gang tackling and getting to the football.
hard to get to guys and make tackles in space. From their own 42-yard line. Second down.
2nd and 10.
He
Throwing
rifles
in. It's going to be caught.
First
Inbounds. First down.
It's a great job here by the quarterback of recognizing the outside linebacker's blitz and delivering
I'll be
the
playing the
football
first
for a first
3
down.
games. The Garden State Bowl, which you're seeing right now. The First Responder Bowl, which will be next, and then the Miami Beach Bowl in succession, like I've done for other games where I've needed to accelerate it. But I will be able to play the Continental Tire Bowl about on time as I get off work at about 8:30.
Tackle made at the 27.
Quarterback will
Talk
take
about
a
a
rush for a
dual-threat
first
guy.
down.
This guy can hurt you in the air or on the ground.
No need for the schedule on Tuesday. No games on Wednesday. I will need to do partially on Thursday.
Fires quickly, and he's got his man, and he's taken down.
Because I will be hanging out with my friend Josh and Nick.
That makes it
You may recognize Mr. Enderboyo and the future kid. And I see I've already got a spam bot.
Here he goes.
That's a first down for the Colgate quarterback.
They move the sticks after another first down.
Impressive drive by this offense.
Yeah, Thursday.
The
First bowl's actually at 1. So I'll be playing these games after 5. Most likely after 3 or 5.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
Thursday only have that scheduled for, as will Friday for New Year's Eve. But I think I'll be able to do those mostly in the evening. Touchdown, Colgate. Friday, of course, being New Year's Eve. We'll be able to do some of the games earlier. Again, I work from 4 to about 8:30. They're going to review it. It's definitely going to be harder to see with all the snow.
For sure, if he at least had 1 foot in and possession of the ball.
Oh, he did not. That was out of bounds.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So no touchdown for Colgate.
The call on the field is reversed. Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
Of course, on Friday we have the Armed Forces Bowl. Houston taking on Army will be a highlight. That'll be a game where we'll be able to play early. There's a sack. And they'll be sitting on the field goal most likely. And we also have our first BCS Bowl on New Year's Eve with the AT&T Cotton Bowl. Number 17 Minnesota taking on number 4 Kansas State.
Mississippi State could take the lead.
Here comes the field goal unit. Kicks away, and it's going to be good. After that, we'll flip in the Cactus Bowl. Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe.
Excellent kick.
The Texas Longhorns, who started the season as the preseason number 1, have fallen all the way to 6-6. They'll be taking on the Missouri Valley champions, South Dakota. South Dakota looking for their first 11-win season since joining the FBS in 2014.
Special teams, everything right now is really in sync.
It's the Alamo Bowl. After that at 7. These games will have to be likely pushed later.
He's looking for more, and he hits him hard at the
There. Arizona State will be taking on number 21 Missouri. And the nightcapper, which I should be able to do relatively on time, the Pacific Life Holiday Bowl, Colorado taking on USC. And off for first down, Harvard. And no scheduling problems for Saturday that week, New Year's Day, and the day after. Those should go smoothly. Play action, he'll throw it short. That's the first down for the Crimson. Really, after New Year's Eve, there aren't any other scheduling problems because the only other games are on Saturdays and Sundays. Throw, that's a first down. We'll get to the 30. Some notable games on that schedule. We mentioned the New Year's Day ones. The New Year's Eve one, New Year's Day starts off number 22 Florida State taking on number 20 Tennessee. And look at this, he's got room to the 10-5 touchdown, Crimson. Harvard strikes with a touchdown.
That was a beautiful pass and a nice catch.
Well, this is one of those plays you just sit back and admire. The quarterback threw the ball perfectly, and again, the speed of the receiver is the difference in this play.
So we're saying Camping World Bowl, number 22 Florida State taking on number 20 Tennessee. After that, TaxSlayer.com Gator Bowl with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the number 25 North Carolina Tar Heels.
I love these pass drives. They're old school.
The Outback Bowl, number 15 Florida lost they were 11-1, but they lost the SEC championship. So they did not get that automatic BCS bid. They ended up getting slipped out entirely. They'll be playing in the Outback Bowl against Illinois. Let's look at this run to the 30. After that, you have another BCS game, the Rose Bowl. Number 10, Oregon, the best team out of the Pac-12. The Pac-12 champions currently being in the national championship against that. They'll be taking on the Big Ten champion Indiana Hoosiers. who had an overtime win over the favored Michigan Wolverines. And night capping that one would be the All-State Sugar Bowl. Number 3, Louisville, 12-1 out of the Conference USA. Taking on the SEC champions, 10-3. Number 13, LSU, as Colgate gets the first down. Sunday the 2nd starts off with the Clemson Tigers taking on the number 16 Syracuse Orange out of the Big East for the Capital One Bowl. Quarterback will run it himself. Will get a yard. Or the Hyundai Sun Bowl at 2 p.m. that day. Washington taking on Maryland. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl will be an interesting one. Big East champion Rutgers, number 6 in the country, taking on the unbeaten number 8 Northern Illinois Huskies. They want a perfect season. The FedEx Orange Bowl, number 5 Michigan, they're 12-1, only lost in the Big Ten title game to Indiana. There's a completion. Colgate's going to have to punt it. The Wolverines will be taking on the ACC champions, number 9 Virginia Tech. Then we have the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl capping the night. Two non-BCS conference champions. Number 12 New Mexico State, 12-1 on the year, with several wins against teams with 9 wins or more. Probably one of the better resumes in or outside the Power 5. The throw, it's going to be caught out of bounds right after his 20-yard reception. New Mexico State will be taking on number 10 Utah, who's 12-1, with wins over ranked teams like BYU, as well as a conference championship win over Boise State, who you will be seeing in the Holiday Bowl. If we go back to Thursday the 30th, 5 p.m., the Holiday Bowl in San Diego, Iowa taking on number 14 Boise State. Here's a roam. He's going to the 30-20, 10-5, touchdown, Harvard. On the screen, he had blockers.
He completely burned the defender for the score.
That last guy was the only line of defense they had, but he made it in for a touchdown, and Harvard can get an 11-point lead. Harvard is not the Ivy League champions. They were chosen as an at-large because the Big Ten did not have enough eligible teams. There was another at-large team that the Big Ten did eventually have. That being, oh, look at him go! Down to the 50, he'll be brought down to about the 44.
The Bulldogs know, I think, that at some point they just have to do what they do, even if it's not working right now.
What a run. I'm off talking about something else. Big Ten didn't have enough eligible teams to be here. They're 5-7 team. Phil slots for this bowl was Ohio State. They'll take action. They'll take action tomorrow night.
You got to look at that offensive line and say, fellas, you got to help me out. We're not going to change or deviate from this game plan. We need to be able to.
They'll take action Thursday night at the LA Bowl against Colin Payton coming out of the WAC. Who is Colin Payton? I'll eventually have a video created that explains the whole Colin Payton thing. So on the screen, and it'll be brought down for a loss there. We have a lot packed in the next few days. Of course, after January 2nd, we take a bit of a break until January 8th with a couple more bowl games. The BBVA Compass Bowl in Birmingham, Western Michigan taking on number 25 Cincinnati out of the Conference USA. Back, here's a throw. He's got a man. Brought down at the 12. What a hit.
That's their first of the half.
After that, the GoDaddy.com Bowl in Mobile. Middle Tennessee State, 8-4, taking on the 10-3 Miami Redhawks.
East Rutherford around the 11-yard line. The halfback picks up
Miami trying to become the first MAC team in history to have 11 wins without winning the conference. They had a 10-2 regular season. Imagine 2 10-win MAC teams in the conference championship. That was Miami, Ohio, 10-2 against the 12-0 Northern Illinois. Throwing over incomplete, 4th and 5, and now Colgate will have to send out the field goal
This is
game.
much more than an extra point. And they can make this a one-possession game.
I like
This
your
is
background
right here.
And he kicks up and
Kicks
good.
up, and it's through the uprights.
And you got to think they're pretty happy with holding them to a field goal right there.
They line up to kick this one away. He really got a hold of that kick.
Kicks away, and they'll just take it in the end zone. 14-6 the score right now. Harvard on top. Sunday the 10th of January, the PapaJohns.com Bowl at Colgate Stadium in Louisville. You have Kent State against Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern played in the SoCon Championship, while losing to App State.
And he is drilled to 39-yard line.
Then you have the Nova Hormones Arizona Bowl. Idaho at 6-6 out of the WAC, playing the 6-6 Arkansas Razorbacks out of the Conference USA. Got a man open. Will be pushed out a yard short of the first. Second one coming up. And the last game on that Sunday the 10th, the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl at Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Sam Houston State. They were 5-7 on the year, but they had a winning record in conference, which is what gave them the edge over some other teams for a bowl berth. They'll be taking on the 6-6 San Jose State Spartans. And then we take a week off before Saturday, January 15th, for the BCS National Championship game in Pasadena. The Baylor Bears taking on the Stanford Cardinals as first down for the quarterback. Baylor, 12-1. Their only loss was in the regular season to Kansas State. They ended up beating the same Kansas State team in the Big 12 title game. They'll be taking on the number 1 Stanford Cardinal, who have not lost a game all year. They went 12-0 in the regular season, and they won their conference championship over Arizona State. It looked scary for them, but they ended up coming back to get that win. And there's an amazing catch over the shoulder on the sideline for Harvard. Going short. Second and 2, timeout for the Crimson. And they're going to try and kick a field goal to go up by 11 points. Kicks away, and it's going to be good. 17-6, an 11-point lead for the Harvard Crimson.
17-6, New Mexico State. They might just want to squib this one. Only a few
2 seconds left. They're just going to hope and pray they can get something on the kick return to the 10, to the 20, where we right down to the 30. And now the end of the first half. 17-6 the score. Harvard on top of Colgate in the Garden State Bowl.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollock here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. Both of these defenses are opportunistic and very good at forcing turnovers. But both quarterbacks, David, have done a very good job on trying to maintain an aggressive mindset. They haven't forced the ball. The runners have done a good job keeping it put away.
Yeah, and as much as you preach that all throughout the week, it's still hard to do. It's hard to execute. And being able to see what you see on the defensive side of the football and adjust to it offensively. How about protecting the quarterback so he's not getting hit from the blind side, fumbling the football? Ball carriers running with the football, keeping it tight to their body, not giving it away. So, between running backs, receivers, and quarterbacks, offensive linemen blocking, did a great job executing on the offensive side of the football, not to give away any turnovers.
David's ready to get back on that couch, get the remote, get all the
We're
games
going to look back
dialed up,
at
and watch
stats.
the score going
202
around.
passing yards to
Time to get you
67.
back for your second half.
The Crimson dominating. And we may as well give some little facts about
All right,
these
Reese,
schools.
David, thanks, guys.
You may not know Colgate. Colgate in real life was an independent for quite some time before dropping down to the FCS level. They currently IRL are in the Patriot League. Oh, what a hurdle.
Every single time this offense has
Colgate
the
based
ball,
out
they're
of
moving the
Hamilton,
ball,
New
but they're
York.
settling for field goals. And every time they settle for field goals, I've been watching the defense that they've been facing and watching how they run off the field to celebrate a job well done because they're not giving up touchdowns. That's a bad sign.
On the option, the quarterback will keep it.
Tackle made and about
9.
the only one. That brings up
We had some great games yesterday. First down. We also had one of the worst performances I think I've seen in the bowl game. I'm still recovering from Georgia Tech's performance in the Music City Bowl against Miami.
They'll bring him down for a loss.
That'll be a loss on the play.
Trying to do a little too much by
Quarterback
himself.
tried running himself. I think it was an option play since I saw the halfback moving along with him.
It's 2nd and 12. Ball on the 45-yard line.
It's Dr. Pepper. Stepping back. He'll throw it.
Quick throw, and he's taken down around the 49-yard line.
I don't think anyone's here, so most of y'all didn't hear my rambling about making sure my schedule's all figured out. We get over out of bounds. 4th and 8.
Forced to punt it away here.
On third down, the defense was expecting the pass, and they
Yeah, what we're
defended
gonna
the play
do-
very well in the secondary.
Because we're going to have this team. Oh, it's a fake on the punt, and they're not going to get anywhere near it.
The 49-yard line, and the defense comes through.
They try getting gutsy. It didn't work
They'll
out.
take over here, ready to start a new series. The offense going to try to open this
We're
field
going to do
up.
the first responder and
5 wide set.
Miami Beach Bowls today as the quarterback's going to keep this one and run right up the middle for a 15-yard gain and a first down. As we mentioned earlier, Surf Pro first responder, the Auburn Tigers taking on the number 18 West Virginia Mountaineers. And there's a sack for Colgate.
The defense was in the backfield in a hurry, and they brought the quarterback down. Nice play.
West Virginia played in the Big East Championship, losing to Rutgers.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long.
The Miami Beach Bowl at Miami Freedom Park, home of Inter Miami CF. Boston College Eagles are 6-6 out of the Big East, taking on the independent Dave Show Truckers. Oh, what a hit.
You know what? After a play like
Just
that,
short of the
I wouldn't
first
be the least bit surprised
because of an
if they went
amazing
there
hit from a
again.
Colgate defender. Quarterback keeper.
Big opening.
And he's got room.
Makes it out to
He'll
about
stumble his
13.
way to about the 17, 18-yard line. Oh, pardon me, that's a 13. Quarterback keeper, he's got a lane.
Nice run there.
He got 7 yards. As we mentioned, we'll do those 3, and then we'll have Continental Tire tonight at 9, as he'll rumble his way for a 3-yard gain.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Hand off,
Here's the give.
looking for a lane. He won't get it. 4th and 2, and they'll likely kick a field goal. Make this game 20-6.
Looks like
And they're going to go for it. Only need 2 yards for the first. The touchdown would also be right within reach. And back. Pressure coming. He's going to get sacked. And I don't know what they were trying to do. What they're trying to prove. It's 17-6 right now with a touchdown. And I don't know why you
There's
pass.
be some sense of
Even then, I don't know why you
urgency
pass
to
it in
this
that
offense right now.
scenario.
They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game.
1st and 10, handoff.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
6 yards. The clock's starting to run down on the third. Only 5 seconds. Can they get a playoff? They will not. It's not only the end of the third quarter. New Mexico's that'll be into the third quarter. Harvard up 17-6 on Colgate.
Into the fourth quarter now, and we're back to the action.
Pressure coming. He's going to be sacked.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush because sacks can be real drive killers.
It's third down, 12 to go. Ball on the 8-yard line. Less than 3 minutes in the game.
3rd and 12, full wide. Throw it over the sideline.
Around the 16.
8 yards won't get enough for the first, and they're going to have to punt it from their own end zone.
This is a great punt blocking team, and it looks like they're going to try to get to this one.
Punts away.
It's a booming punt.
It'll be taken to the 50, brought down to 48.
The 48-yard line.
There's not much game left here for the Crimson. All they got to do is run out the clock.
This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop.
Handoff. 5-yard gain. Everyone's got their timeouts.
2nd down and 5. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Handoff. That's enough for a first.
Nice run up the middle. The Bulldogs taking their first time out of a half. They give to the tailback, and they get him in the back.
Lose 2 yards on the run. Time out. Once again for the Raiders.
But getting up to the linebackers. That way the ball carriers will have a little bit more room to get to that second level.
Once again, 35.
Mississippi State will use
The
their
last
final
time out.
From the 32-yard line. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5. A first down effectively ices this one. Going.
He steps out.
He can't get the first one. Step out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. They're going to try a field
It looks
goal.
like the receiver just lost track of where he was on the field.
Made the only one he's had to try for today, and he's got another. That'll be 20-6.
New Mexico State ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep.
Deep. The 5, to the 10, the 15, the 20,
And he's
25.
the 25. Let's see what they can do on offense as they take possession after the return.
Not a whole lot of time left in this game, Brad. They've got to score down 2 possessions, and they need to score as fast as they can and then recover an onside kick and hope to be able to have a shot to tie this game.
Oh, and he's got a man open. He's going to get room. Pushed out about the 30. He broke free of coverage, and he had all the room in the world.
And a big pickup through the air has made it 1st and 10. Just over a minute in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback stepping, throwing, first down.
He's at the 20.
They got to hurry because they don't have any timeouts. Game's not out of reach. He'll throw it. Incomplete. That would have been a touchdown. That does stop the clock.
15-yard line. It's second down.
Going in. That was a touchdown. What a catch.
Big touchdown through the air, and now it's a one-score game.
The PAT now puts them down
And he
7.
adds the extra point.
A touchdown will tie it with the PAT as well.
It's good for 7 points.
And they're going to have to go for the onside.
So the score now, 20-13.
It's picked up by Harvard.
He's taken down at the 43-yard line.
And they can ice this one 20-13.
The whistle hasn't sounded yet. They still have to snap the ball and make sure they don't make any mistakes. We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. Favorite play in football of your quarterback.
And they're just going to take some knees. Harvard ended up 8-4. They'll get their 9th win here. A handoff. Get a yard, and that should be it. So they're just going to run out clock. The Harvard Crimson have won the Garden State Bowl.
This one's in the books.
An illustrious program adds another notch in their belt.
Mississippi State, 13. That does it for this edition of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.
Only 13, the final score. And the Crimson are kings. We have 2 more bowls for you in the afternoon. Stay tuned on the channel. Coming up next will be the First Responder Bowl from Indianapolis. Bowl season rolls on.